Hi loves, and welcome to the channel. I'm Erica. I am a psychic medium and a prophetess, an oracle. Okay, so if you're new here, welcome my loves. If you are new here, definitely be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell because you don't want to lose the channel. Speaking of channeling, I have some messages for you guys. And those of you guys returning, welcome back my loves. Okay, so first I'm going to just clear. All right. Protecting my energy and protecting your energy. Okay. All right. And so it is. All right. So a couple weeks ago, or maybe even like a few weeks ago, I don't know, maybe even like a month ago, I had a channeled message from Melchizedek. Okay. Ascended Master Lord Melchizedek. Okay. And today, like, I have just a lot of like downloads and like messages, and I was kind of like, okay, I know I need to record a message. So I sat down with my Divine Masters Oracle and I said, guide me of what needs to come out at this time. Now, when I got this channeled, like this message from Melchizedek a few weeks ago, it was just the energy just came through so strong. Like his energy just came through so strongly that I couldn't even record the message. I was like, I'll do it in like, you know, maybe sometime this week. And I never did, right? But everything in divine timing. So today, as I ask for guidance, lo and behold, he flies out of the deck. Okay, so he's showing up and he's like, it's time to talk. It's time to talk, okay? So if you're not, so the order of the Melchizedek obviously is connected to him. He's a high priest king of Lemuria and Atlantis, okay? So he's a very strong, and he was very connected to the divine masculines of this time, other high priest kings, okay? For a lot of you guys out there, you're high priest kings, high priest queens, right? So, you know, I feel that I'm talking to a lot of divine masculine energies, or this could be about, you know, if you're a divine feminine tuning in, this could also be, I mean, you could be connected to the order, but I feel that a lot of you guys were connected to twin flames, past life soulmates, divine masculines who are a part of the Melchizedek order. So he flew out of the deck, and then on the bottom of the deck was Mary Magdalene, okay? Jesus, Yeshua, was a part of the Melchizedek order, a high priest king, okay? And Mary Magdalene is showing up, and her card says, the sacred vessel, you are the answer, be guided to your purpose. So it's like, for me, what I'm getting right now is just like masculine, feminine, you know, like a balance. Like she's showing up for like divine feminines. But this message of Melchizedek is for everybody, okay? So just keep that in mind, all right? But there are a lot of divine masculines incarnated here on earth at this time who are carrying out the missions of the Melchizedek order. Okay. So he's an ascended master. He governs the soul star chakra. Okay, so the soul star chakra is the 8th chakra that sits about a foot or so above your crown chakra. Okay, now when the soul star chakra is activated, it opens you up to different, you know, pathways, dimensions, things like that. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, like the overall message here is I put he activates the light mastery within you. And that's literally what he assists with, among other things. So he activates the light mastery within you. So this is a time where it is a time to step more into your gifts, your power. No more playing small is what I'm getting. This is a time where we are no longer playing small, meaning we are diving deeper into our soul mission and into who we truly are and in our power, okay? And I'm also getting like, don't be afraid of your power, okay? Because a lot of people going through awakenings, you know, and everyone's in different like levels and stages and timelines, whatever, right? Okay, but for a lot of you guys here who are tuning in, whether you find this the day I record it today, or you find this, you know, 5 years from now, and it's your message. You're being called to step up and lead. You're being called to really dive into who you are and why you're here, right? So we live in a 3D matrix world, right? Where it's, right, very mundane in that sense. But we are multifaceted. We are multidimensional. And that is what I'm talking about. It's about connecting to your multidimensional selves. Okay, and what's coming through from Melchizedek is, okay, meditation. Meditation is going to be huge, okay, for connecting. Now, he may also be coming through in your dreams, also Mary Magdalene. Jesus can too, but Melchizedek is showing up in a big, big way. Now, he's also showing up because he is guiding so many of the masculines on earth at this time through their own ascension and guiding them, leading them back to their true gifts, their power, etc. Because just like all of us, right, it's time for everyone to rise up, okay? So he hit this card, it speaks of divine knowledge. So you carry a lot of divine knowledge, and that's what it's about, okay? This is a guide, a teacher who wants to work with you. This is a master who wants to help you master your light, your ascension, and your soul mission and power, okay? So he activates the light within you, Ascended Master Melchizedek. His colors are royal blue, violet, white, and gold. You can see a lot of these colors actually depicted within this card. This is his light energy here, okay? So, and I think I already said he's the High Priest King of Atlantis and Lemuria. He also was incarnated during biblical times, okay? So that's why, you know, you'll hear of the Melchizedek in the Bible, okay? But was a high priest king. He's way beyond, way before any of the Bible stuff, biblical times and all that, okay? He lived, okay, so let me just read it real quick. He lived on earth in Lemuria and Atlantis, as well as being on earth during Jesus's time here. He performed great light healing to initiates. Oh no, he performed great light teachings to initiates to hold their light. Basically, he taught, okay, initiates how to hold their light for the gloriousness of God's love, okay? Many beings have been reincarnated here on earth at this time that hold the keys of this order, the ancient geometry that was embodied into the cells of those to enlighten with these teachings. So basically, those that connect to the Melchizedek order, he is stepping up and he wants to work with you as a master, okay? That's why it's coming through so strongly. That's why I didn't share this download channeled message from Melchizedek when I got it. The time is now, okay? And I'm not surprised because we just are stepping into Aries season. It is the astrological zodiac new year, basically, right? Aries is kicking off with the equinox, spring equinox. We have the eclipses coming up, a full moon, lunar eclipse. We have all these things, right? So it's almost like he's stepping forth now because he's going, everything that's like going to be happening here is going to catapult you into that. So it's time to start working with me, okay? If you feel called, if you feel guided. All right, so I'm just going to read Melchizedek, okay? So you're ready for higher learning, and this is a time to commit to your vision through study. So this is a time to learn, to dive in, to look up what is Melchizedek, what is the order about, you know, more about, you know, lineages like the Mary Magdalene lineage or being a sister of the rose, whatever it is, okay? Because the Melchizedek order and the sister of the rose lineage was very connected, okay, in the sense that they worked together, okay? So we'll say that. Melchizedek, whose name means King of Righteousness, is the first high priest mentioned in the Bible, the one who initiated all the heart teachers who came after him. Heart teachers, teachers of love, of God, of source. He is mentioned in several Abrahamic texts, including the Dead Sea Scrolls and also in the Kabbalistic text, the Zohar. He is an ancient gatekeeper of light who is dedicated to helping all of those walking the spiritual path take the initiatory steps to align with the light. Okay, so he's calling on all initiates. That's what I mean. He works with the, with the divine masculines who are part of this order, but also everyone, okay? He is the leader of a spiritual group called the Order of Melchizedek, a divine order of light beings, angels, and masters, including Archangel Michael and Jesus, who work in congregation to bring light and energy to the world. These beings are the keepers of Christ's light and Holy Spirit energy, okay? Your message with this card says you are being encouraged to dive into spiritual study. Don't skim the surface, go deeper, for there's important information out there that will support you in taking your path and skills to the next level. There's a good chance that you may want to get out there with what you know, but the universe wants you to study a little bit more before taking a leap into the unknown. When you study, you demonstrate how committed you are to the spiritual path. And when you are committed, the universe will present you with opportunities that will take you further along the path and toward a feeling of fulfillment and purpose. If you're intending to work in a particular field, ask yourself if there's anything you need to read up on or study first. If so, or if something springs to mind, take note, as this is your next step. But this is straight up about your light work and your path here. Okay, so he's calling out to you. That is basically my job here, right? Is just to relay this divinely guided and, divine timing message today. There's a lot of very, very powerful initiations happening for initiates at this time. We are all leveling up, okay? Like another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month from now, a lot of us are not, we're going to be very different even from where we are today, in the sense of how we're tuning in, what we're picking up on, what we're being called to, things that we're, whatever it is, okay? Now, I'm also getting higher learning. Yeah, it's a time for I'm getting higher learning. Duh. I looked down, higher learning. Okay, I forgot. All right. So it's a time of higher learning. We're not here as starseeds, light workers, earth angels, whatever you want to say. We are not here to play small. We are not here to, sit in a cubicle for the rest of our lives. Like, we are here to shift Earth's consciousness, which is what we are doing. We are here to be leaders, teachers, and guides of the new earth, which is why these masters like Melchizedek are coming forth and going, hey, I'm going to mentor you. I want to work with you to help you expand on this, to help you harness your energy, work with your light, right? Okay, so let's see what Mary Magdalene, what her message says, because I don't know. You are a sacred vessel. You are the answer, and it's about being guided to your purpose. So he's like, commit to your vision through study, and it's time for higher learning and divine knowledge. And she's saying, it's time that you're being guided to your purpose. Many of you guys are already aligning to your soul work and, different areas of your soul work. We don't just have one main path, right? Like, we might have for me, right? Like for me, my gifts here on earth is to be a connector to the spiritual realm, to guides such as this, and connect the energy to you guys, right? But all I am is helping and holding hands and linking arms with you to help you remember your gifts, your power, right? It's like the student becomes a teacher, whatever, so forth, right? So Mary Magdalene is saying, both of them are coming through and saying, you hold the keys. You hold the keys to your heaven on earth too, is what I'm getting. Okay, so there's a reminder of that. Melchizedek is activating your soul star chakra. All right. Again, study, learn. It cracks me up. People will send me emails or direct messages and stuff, on Instagram and stuff, asking me questions like, what does 333 mean? What does 444 mean? And, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm like, really? You've never heard of Google? This is about yeah, I'm a guide and I'm a teacher, but I don't have time to explain angel numbers to people when there's so much information out there. I'm self-taught in everything that I do, right? Yes, have I followed other spiritual accounts or people, and I've picked up tidbits here and there? Sure, right? Books, things like that. But again, that's study. That is my spiritual path. That is what I was guided to do for my higher learning. No one taught me. No one sat me down and said, okay, Erica, this is how you do a quantum healing workshop, or this is, what this means and this, right? I had to be the student before I became the teacher, right? I had to heal myself before I could be the healer, right? So this is your call. It's about independence too, spiritual independence, like really like standing in your power and going, this is why I'm here, and this is what I'm going to dive into, and I'm going to master this and master this, because this is a time of mastery. He shows up when you're ready to master something. Okay, what did it say? What did I say? He activates the light mastery within you. He activates the light mastery within you. Okay, you may want to do meditations where you call him in and you imagine the light rays of royal blue, violet, white, and gold, okay? All right, so let's see Mary Magdalene. Let's see Mary Magdalene. Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. Okay. Two very powerful guides. Two very powerful guides. And I would say if you feel guided to definitely call on Melchizedek, work with Melchizedek, but also Mary Magdalene is here, and she's wanting to show up and work with you as well. Okay? Now, what I also said, right, was, okay, he's working with people who hold the keys of this Melchizedek order, okay? And there's ancient sacred geometry that was embodied into the cells of those who are meant to become enlightened to these teachings, who hold the secret codes and keys. So it's almost like the sacred geometrics, whatever it is, the activations are like popping off right now, okay? So that's why he's showing up here, okay? You're going to start feeling different, thinking different. Again, you're going to be called to certain things. You're going to want to dive into studying, books, podcasts, spiritual channels, whatever it is, okay? Looking up, Googling, Order of the Melchizedek, right? But I'm talking about the Order of the Melchizedek, like the true Order of the Melchizedek, okay? Like, I just got chills up my right leg for confirmation, because he was a high priest king of Lemuria in Atlantis, like I said, way before biblical times. So my suggestion would be to, I mean, you do what you feel called, but my suggestion and what I'm being guided to share is to look up more about Melchizedek, the order of Melchizedek, and him, in regards to the time in Atlantis and Lemuria, okay? And also tune in with your own spiritual gifts, right? Like I said, meditation is going to be huge, working with, any of these masters, but they're going to start showing up for you. Now that I'm connecting this message to you, relaying this message, you probably, for a lot of you guys, because you guys know if you've been here with me, Mary Magdalene, I'm very close with Mary Magdalene and her energy, as well as, Goddess Isis and Mother Mary, but specifically very closely with Mary Magdalene and Isis, right? So I channel a lot of their energy and things that come through. Being a sister of the rose, being a high priestess of the Isis temples, and things of that nature, right? It's like connecting to your own channeling. Take a moment, take some, do some breath work really quick for a minute or two. Get yourself in a relaxed state, okay, of being, where you can shut off the ego brain and just like be in a state of stillness and connection. I invoke Melchizedek. I invoke Ascended Master Melchizedek. I call you forth. I'm ready to mentor with you. Like, people will ask, like, well, how do I do that? How do I, because I had the same questions. I did. But it's literally that easy. It's just invoking them, calling them forth, especially if they're already showing up for you. Like, if you're already getting references about Melchizedek, then that's Melchizedek showing up for you and saying, it's time, you're ready. Okay? You are ready to connect, okay? Like with the soul star chakra, like you're going to be connecting to a lot of much higher, not just higher learning, right? But higher knowledge, wisdoms that are just going to come through, right? Okay. You might just all of a sudden like feel called to create sacred geometrics, to design your own sacred geometrics. So many very high level spiritual teachers and gurus are doing that. You know, there's, you know, whatever, you know, different ways you can do it, like on the computer, things like that, or just drawing it out, channeling out light language. Okay. Symbols, sigils. All right. Some of you guys are going to be called to create your own sigils, or maybe you're already doing that. Sigils of, you know, protection, abundance, whatever it is. Okay. Anything that you're guided, like as far as like a symbol or something like that. Okay. Like who's right. There's no like right or wrong. Like if it's something that you see in your mind's eye, I don't know why I'm saying that, in your mind's eye, channel it out. That's what channeling is. Or anything that comes through, write it out, right? Or, you know, anything that comes through that it's like, you know, you get like a thought or a download, or, you know, you hear a word or anything, okay? All right, so Mary Magdalene, you are the answer. Be guided to your purpose. Mary Magdalene, or Mary of Magdala, was one of the original followers of Jesus Christ. And many of you guys also, right, connected with this order, with her lineage. We were also followers. We also worked hand in hand, many of us, with Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. We walked alongside of them. You know, many people on earth at this time were there at this time. Many people on earth at this time were around when the crucifixion happened, or literally witnessed the crucifixion of Jesus. Okay? This is all sacred knowledge and experiences and soul memories that are meant to help us now and in this time. Okay? And, you know, I often will say this. So like people who are guided to my channel, because I'm a very powerful activator for people, you cannot be around my energy. I've activated family members, like friends, or I also trigger people very heavily too, right? But I'm a very powerful activator, right? So people will be around me, and then all of a sudden, right, they're like starting to get drawn to like, you know, crystals and the law of attraction and, you know, watching tarot and things like that, okay? So that's the kind of gifts that many of us hold. But you being drawn to this channel and just connecting to this message, this is activating. Anytime you come here and we connect, it's activation time, okay? That's why so many of you will leave comments, or you'll email me and you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Like I just watched your reading, and then right after I watched your reading, I saw this, this, and this, like you spoke of in your reading, you know, or I saw this number and you said I'd see this, right? It's things like that, right? Okay. And many of us hold these gifts and power, right? So, why did I start saying that about the activations? Oh, just that you're, every time we connect and our energies connect, right? It's activation time, okay? So many of you guys are guided here because I just help activate you and open you up more. You know, a teacher, a guide, like I said, but all I'm here to do is just to be one link in your path, in your mission to get you to the next level. And all I'm doing is mirroring to you, right? A version of yourself, right? Okay. So, it's just, I went off on that whole thing because of followers of Jesus and all the things and how we were all, you know, a lot of us were there. We were disciples. We were straight up in Lemuria, in Atlantis. We were high priests, queens, and kings right alongside Melchizedek and in the order, and right, you know, and with other, you know, ascended masters and beings. That's why they're showing up, because they're going, hey, remember? It has been recorded that she had the first vision of the risen Christ when she went to his tomb on Easter morning. And it was through this vision that he revealed to her his sacred teachings and initiated her as a teacher. She was the apostle to the apostles, and it is therefore through her that a pivotal aspect of the original teachings of Christ has reached this world. Mary was a highly sensitive clairvoyant, and it has been speculated that she was the partner, wife, divine consort of Jesus. Speculated. It's facts. But okay, speculation. If Jesus was the vehicle for Christ's energy, Mary was the vehicle for the Magdalene, a powerful feminine force that renders all beings equal and helps the world see that the voices of the feminine are not only important, but the sacred force that can save the world from ruin. Okay? That's why the divine feminine has risen once more. We are literally here as sacred vessels to stop the world from ruin, because as you can see, the world is in a shit state. It is imploding on itself. It's just, right? It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So we are literally here to stop that. And these kinds of mentors are the ones who want to show us more, teach us more, open us up more. Call them in, come into my dreams, reveal messages to me in my dream state. Maybe you're someone who, you know, you connect very deeply in the astral or the dream state and it's easier for you. I'm one of those people. I mean, I can connect and channel and all that, but I oftentimes will be like, just come to me, like reveal things to me, show me things, you know, and help me remember them in the morning when I wake up, okay? So, all right, so the message for Mary Magdalene is for you. You are the answer that you seek. You hold the treasure, the magic, and the mystery. Right now, you are being encouraged to recognize that you are a valuable part of the universe's plan. If you have a strong desire to share what you have learned, it is time to do so. Start that podcast, start that channel, write that book, right? Create the blog. I don't know, you know, share stuff on your social media page. This is a time not to be fearful and afraid and cower to other people's criticisms or judgment. It's not easy. If it was, everyone would do it. That's why there's masters, and then that's why there's people who walk the earth that will just never, they're not going to awaken. And that's a very challenging part of being here as an ascended master on earth. We are all, right? We are the ascended masters on earth at this time. I'm an ascended master. You're an ascended master. We are here mastering our ascension, which is what he's helping to do. Okay? Mastering your light and your ascension as well. Okay. Yeah, exactly. This can be very scary and sometimes overwhelming to really step out into the spotlight and show your power and your gifts to the world. Because putting yourself out there can leave you open to scrutiny. But if you are comfortable with your gifts and teachings, you hold a sacred energy that allows others to see you clearly. You see, when you embody it and you really step into it fully, it opens you up as a sacred vessel so others can connect and relate and truly see, right? Because you're coming from the heart space, right? And from a place of love and really wanting to help, lead, teach, guide, and share. The light of the Magdalene is surrounding you now and encouraging you to recognize that the healing you have experienced is actually what you are here to teach. You see, remember what I said earlier. I had to teach myself, self-taught. Now, and then also just like what I've received messages from certain, you know, ancestors, divine masters, ascended masters, right? Things that have come through that I've channeled out for you guys. It's also been a teaching moment for me. Like, okay, that's new. I got it. Right? And the more we connect, the more we open up. People are like, how can I connect, Erica? You know, you connect so easily to these masters. Well, it wasn't always like that. I had to be intentional with it. You know, I had to really connect to them. And, you know, and then it opened me up even more. And now it's just like, you guys watch my readings. And those of you guys who work with me with like, you know, personal sessions and, you know, readings and stuff too, they'll come through for you guys. And I can feel it. Oh, Isis just showed up. Here's her message, and then I'll channel what she's got to say. Or Mary Magdalene's here, Mother Mary's here, Kuan Yin, whoever, right? Hathor, Green Tar, whoever, okay? So it is encouraging you to teach, to step into the shoes of the teacher, and to be the guide to what you have learned through your own experience and ascension and journey. Take some time to reflect on what you have overcome and see that this experience can help many. I know who I'm talking to. You've known many battles. This has not been an easy life for you. You've been around people that you've seen, you know, growing up, like it probably almost felt like not fair. Why does life just so easy for that person? And why does things just happen for that person? And I feel like I'm such a good person and I come from a good place and I have a good heart and soul. But I feel like I'm always getting the shit end of the stick. That's how it feels for light workers, because these are our initiations. This is what we've come. Oftentimes us ancient souls, right? ancient souls especially, right? This is about, some of us have the hardest contracts, and we knew it. You know, we had the hardest, we knew that this was going to be an absolute, you know, shitstorm of a life. Okay? All right? We knew that people would be triggered by us. We knew that we would be secluded, isolated. We knew that people would be jealous of us, that people would exclude us, that people would judge us. The scrutiny. But we said, well, we're gonna incarnate to help those people. Whether it's through activating or triggering, either way, it's gonna help them. Okay? So you're meant to share what you've overcome. You're meant to be an inspiration and to help others, right? So many people are, I'm getting, what I call them is star seedlings. They're star seedlings, okay? So there's a lot of star seedlings that are just fresh on their journey, right? Maybe you're a star seedling. Maybe you're one who's just waking up on your journey, you know? But I think most of you guys here that are called to my energy and my channel, you're more, you know, you're more advanced is what I want to say, or you have you've been on the journey for some time, okay? And that's not going to be for everybody. You know, some people are just, you know, yeah, I'm not saying it's random, but some people will just, you know, click on a video, see it in a feed, and then click off, right? But the ones who are meant to be here, that's what I'm talking about. Your personal testimony can move others and even mountains. Lean on your Creator and know that you are being called to be a vessel for the sacred. Okay. So I'm going to wrap this up. I just want to see Rama and Sita are on the bottom after Mary Magdalene. Soulmate connections and romantic opportunities. Yeah. I'm telling you, you guys, that many of you guys are going to be coming into divine union, whether that be with your twin flame or not, okay? Whoever's being guided to you and you're being guided to them, if this is a reading for you and this is the energy for you and the truth for you, a lot of the divine masculines are being guided to divine feminines, and the masculines, for many of them, they have been a part of the Melchizedek, okay? Or other ancient divine orders. But I'm telling you, and that's why we have the Holy Union here. Even though these two aren't in Holy Union, she's twin flame with Yeshua, with Jesus. It's the energy of it, okay? And it's like they want to work with you, and it's like I'm getting the best of both worlds, okay? So, but this is about romantic opportunities and divine union on high levels, where it's not about, you know, movie dates and, you know, going to dinner and, you know, whatever, you know? It's not about that. It's about your missions here, all right? I just recorded a reading yesterday about that too and talked about it. So confirmation of the holy unions. They are happening. They are aligning. And for some of you guys, your holy union, okay, it can't happen until you step more fully into your path, soul path and mission. You've got to get to a certain point and then it'll happen. Okay? You know, and that's not for everyone, but I'm telling you, for a lot of you guys out there who are like these, you know, high-level teachers, you know, ancient souls, you know, oracular priestesses, high priest kings, high priest queens, it is that. Because you're coming into holy union, not with someone who's a lower frequency or someone who's, you're coming into union with someone who is a match to you. All right. You know, and yes, did I face adversity and did I face scrutiny for when I first came out of the psychic closet? Yes, I did. You know, I remember when I decided to start my YouTube channel and all the things, I made like a public announcement on my Instagram page and my YouTube page. I mean, my Instagram page and my Facebook page. You know, to people that have known me my whole life. Friends that have known me my whole life, right? Family members. Okay? And I've always kind of been the oddball out. Like, I've always marched to the beat of my own drum. I've always been the one that, right? I didn't fall into the formation of like the standards of like, you know, I was always different. Okay. And that's how a lot of you guys are. So it's like, I think it was like a shock to people, but it also wasn't a shock. Like, okay, but to be like, yeah, I'm starting a psychic business and a tarot channel. I was judged. I was judged. And I had like, you know, people who were supposed to be friends that were like, you know, calling themselves Christians. They were the most judgmental of all. Sending me scriptures like you're possessed by the devil, you know, like you're in a cult, whatever, you know, things like that. And it's like, no, I'm a light worker. I'm a starseed. I'm on the earth, but I'm not of the earth. And I've just remembered that. And you may lose people, but those people who judge you and you know, scrutinize you, those aren't your people. We send them love, but you're on a higher level than that. You're here to do very powerful work that they won't know in this lifetime. Maybe other lifetimes. Okay, but either way, you're here to help all. The ones who are asleep and the ones who are not asleep, right? Look at this. The Atlanteans are showing up. Okay, see, Atlantis is huge. Okay, Atlantis is huge. High Priest King of Atlantis. Okay, many of you guys were there with all of us in Atlantis, lifetimes in Atlantis, right? For a lot of you guys, you have a divine union counterpart who also was in Atlantis or even beyond. Okay, I'm telling you. A lot of you guys, I'm going to say, right, like easily for ancient souls, easily. And this is like even being like generous, you know what I mean? 50,000 years old or more, a soul. Easy. For the ones I'm talking about that connect with this. To Lemuria and Atlantis, yeah. Okay? You have so many lifetimes of wisdom and knowledge, but you also, right? That's a lot of lifetimes of trauma and healing too. Okay? So that's what they mean. Like you hold sacred healings and teachings and wisdom that other people don't hold. Okay? They haven't had, you know, they're not ancient souls, or they haven't had, you know, the lifetimes you've had. They don't hold that sacred knowledge. This is a gift. This is something you're meant to share. All right? So he's helping. She's helping. And whoever else, the Atlanteans, evolution, vibration, legacy, technology, progress, expect acceleration. There's a speed up, okay? The spiritual acceleration. It's like just click, you're online. Just like when you started your awakening, boom, now you're online. Now you're seeing angel numbers, right? That's like how it starts. Everyone just starts noticing the angel numbers, right? And then it expands beyond that, right? And then one day before you know it, you're channeling ascended masters and, you know, doing other stuff and, right? And those of you guys who are meant to step into alignment and really rise up in this at this time or in the like near future, okay? Other things in your life that are mundane that you're meant to ascend beyond, they're not going to work out. Things will go wrong. It's the universe realigning you. And it'll keep trying to realign you until you, right? I mean, you have free will. But I'm telling you, this is a time to serve your purpose. To be of service. Okay? Guru Ram Dass is showing up. Ram Dass, we are all just walking each other home. It's like literally one of my favorite quotes. That's literally all we're here to do. Everybody, though. We don't go, oh, okay, I'll walk that person home because they're cool, they're a light worker. But that person, they judged me, they scrutinized me. No. Everybody. To embody unconditional love for even the ones who don't show any love. You are going to be experiencing miraculous moments. Okay? You could have divine experiences, like out-of-body experiences, you know, astral traveling. You could have actual, you know, guides, goddesses, you know, star family, you know, Pleiadians, you know, Lyrans showing up for you. Okay? And I've been talking about that. They could show up in your dream state. All right? You could have like a vision. All right? But they're making contact. Harmony surrounds you and expect miracles. Okay? And then after Guru Ram Dass, all these very powerful teachers are showing up. These divine masters, right? I mean, this is the deck of the divine masters, but you guys get what I mean. Isis, okay? See, these are my two homegirls. Isis and Mary Magdalene. Ooh, and Kali Ma. Okay, people who want to send you bad energy or evil eye energy in regards to your light work. Okay, Kali Ma is protecting you. All right, she's wiping up the enemy. She's mopping the floor with them. Okay, don't worry about that. Worry about you and where you're going. You are meant to be blessed. You are meant to receive these miracles. And if you're already someone who's a tarot reader, a psychic, a teacher, a guide, a healer, you have a platform, you help people, you own a business, you're already on the right path. You're the ones receiving miracles right now for sure. Okay? Kali Ma speaks of divine severance, cutting the cords to dramas, fears, and limitations. Fears and limitations, self-limitations, and fear of stepping into your purpose. Okay. And Isis speaks of reclaiming your magic. So it's like, they're all kind of like, it's time. All right. Okay. So reclaiming magic, it's time to call back your power and what is rightfully yours. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I love this. We have, the Atlantean energy here, obviously, but we also have the Syrian, okay, Sirius star nation. We have the Syrian energy here showing up too. All right. And then, of course, Kali Ma. All right. So is that it? Is that it? Is that it, Spirit? I'm going to read a message for you guys. I'm going to read from the Shaman Oracle. Let's see. All right, let's get a message, okay, for these powerful star seeds and light workers, for these divine teachers and gurus, okay? Again, we are the ascended masters on earth at this time. We hold the power, we hold the light. All right? You guys are gonna, it's just crazy, the stuff that's gonna start showing up for you and coming through. And remember, teach yourself, study, dive in deeper. We're all being called to do that right now, you know? And, don't let factors like I said, people's opinions or, your age or, people are waking up at all ages right now, right? It doesn't matter, Start that YouTube channel. Learn the tarot, it could be like a platform, thing where like you're just sharing. It could be like a YouTube channel where you're just sharing about your ascension journey. You do videos, maybe 10-minute videos about, when you first started awakening and then kind of maybe what happened. Like, that's how people are going to be called to you and connect. And we all, as guides and teachers here, we all, okay, don't think, oh, there's already so many tarot readers out there. Who gives a crap? That doesn't mean anything. This is an infinite universe with infinite potential, infinite possibility, and infinite abundance for all. Okay? That's the self-limiting talk and beliefs. And what I mean by that is, like, no matter what you're called to or what your spiritual fields are, okay, we all have a collective that is waiting for us. That, right? Each reader you go to, all the readers, the channels, right? My gifts are my gifts, and no one else has them, right? My personality is my personality. No one else has it. My niche is my niche. It's time to find your niche, right? Don't let anything hold you back. And that's what makes it so great. We all have these beautiful gifts that we embody, all right? It's like, it's like a spiritual buffet of divine, gifts and helpers and guides and teachers. And you're a part of that. Look at that, the beloved. The beloved's coming out, okay? So they're letting you know you're beloved. You're about to come into divine union, all right? This card is straight up about that, okay? It's also about not losing yourself in partnerships and in love, okay? Which I think most of you guys already know that. But for some of you guys, that could be a part of your next steps, is choosing self-love and leaving behind a situation that is holding you back from your true soul purpose, okay? But you are the beloved, but you're also, I'm telling you, there's powerful divine unions coming in, because we are the pillars of light. We are anchoring in light already on our own, but we have like these divine counterparts that we are meant to come together with and create magic with and heal the world with and collaborate with other, you know, divine counterparts and divine unions and star seeds and twin flames and all the things, okay? You know, spiritual communities starting to become self-sufficient, to really truly start transmuting and disconnecting our everyday lives from the, you know, from the matrix, right? Like self-sufficient. The sweat lodge, interesting, okay? And then the arrow, okay? So it's about, like, for me, just, I'm not going to read this one, but just shooting your shot, taking your shot. And it's about being in the right direction too. Okay, so the sweat lodge is like it's a Native American thing. I've been to the sweat lodges, like homemade, like, you know, sweat lodges by the Lakota tribe and working with them. But the sweat lodge is about going within to the darkness. It's going into the womb. That's what the sweat lodge represents. It's pitch black in a sweat lodge. It's pitch black. You can't see anything. And there's other people in there with you. And then it gets, you know, they have the very hot rocks, okay? And it's like a whole ceremony, all right? That's very beautiful. But in the center, like, they have the hot rocks and they pour the water on, and that's what creates the steam. And then, of course, this is all covered. So it's literally like a freaking, like, steam, like a steam room, but like on crack, you guys. Like, it's a sweat lodge to sweat all of the toxins, impurities, you know, darkness, entities, whatever it is, out of you, okay? So let's go ahead and read what this says here. So you guys may want to look up sweat lodges around where you live, if there's any, or, you know, even, you know, maybe not a sweat lodge, maybe you could create your own sweat lodge, okay? But, like, you know, going to, like, again, like maybe like a steam room or things like that, okay? Where it's like something about like sweating stuff out, impurities. Okay, but let's see what it says. 47 minutes. I don't know why, like, the last, like, couple days, like, my readings, like, I never do readings this long anymore, and, like, I've just had a lot coming through, so who it's for, we'll find it, you know? It's not about the views, it's about the help and the wisdom and the knowledge and the guidance. Okay. So the sweat lodge represents the womb of Mother Earth. Volcanic stones are heated in a fire outside, then brought into the lodge and placed in a shallow hole in the center. And when they carry the lava, the hot rocks, the Lakotas, when I was there, they use them. What they use is deer antlers, and they pick up the hot rocks using the deer antlers and carry it, and that's how they do it, right? Okay. So volcanic stones are heated in a fire outside, then brought into the lodge and placed in a shallow hole in the center. Participants sit in complete darkness around the red-hot stones to sweat away old habits and beliefs and heal disease. When you return humbly to the womb of the mother, you are offered second chances. The invitation of this card says this is a time to journey inward into the dark and hidden places of your soul to reconnect with the ancient earth wisdom. You can also create a sacred and intimate space in the dark by lighting a candle. Observe what emerges without judging it. Invite it to bring you gifts. You are being offered an opportunity to shed and heal from the aspects of your life that you have outgrown. Do not worry that you will be consumed by the process. The medicine of this card. Life is offering you a second chance. Take it, since this chance may not come your way again for a while. Mother Earth is calling you into her womb and inviting you to incubate as long as needed for a spiritual rebirth. Gift yourself time to be with your darkness, your fears, your pain, and your seeds of beautiful potential until you come out of the other side free, wise, and full of creativity. And it's, look at this, you guys, it's on page 111. It's on page 111, okay? 110 and then 111. Okay, so again, I feel for a lot of you guys, you're coming out of the darkness and out of the womb. But for some of you guys, it's about going within, going in, and then, you know, working, calling in these guides and mentors and working with them. Okay. What do you need? What is weighing on you? You know, what are the challenges? Where do you feel you're lacking? Where do you feel like you're, you know, where your fears are? All the things, okay? So this is what I've got for you guys today. I send love to all of you guys. Thank you so much for all of your love and support here on the channel. This is so random, but with great risks comes great reward. And the universe favors the brave. So by following this, mentoring with these divine masters, stepping more into your power and into your true soul gifts and aligning with that, your soul path and what you're here to do, you will be rewarded tenfold. Okay? It's like if you keep resisting and you keep trying to like resist and like hold back and not align fully to that, you can experience lack, stagnation, things like that. Again, universe trying to realign you. The minute you're aligned and in alignment is the minute you feel this lucky energy, this fortunate energy. You start becoming abundant because you're aligned, right? Okay. So anyways, I love you guys. If you want to book a reading with me, you know, you want some spiritual guidance to hone in on a love situation or whatever it is, a past life Akashic reading, you can find information down below. I have a few different options as far as, you know, readings and services go. And I think that's it. So I send love to everybody. Have a beautiful day. Happy birthday to all my Aries out there. Okay. Start of Aries season. Happy spring, happy equinox, happy fall equinox for all of you guys in the Southern Hemisphere. And I will see you soon. Namaste.